Welcome from James and Radhika at Yoga Plus Therapies. For this program, to keep your spine healthy, keep your joints healthy, keep your energy stable, and keep your mind calm. Enjoy this class. Remember, if there's any practice that causes you discomfort or is difficult for you to do, just simply leave it out. Let's begin by finding your natural breath. Gently breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Keeping the neck, throat and upper shoulders, chest soft. Just gently allow the upper abdomen to move forward and backward gently as you breathe. Slightly moving forward on the inhale, slightly back on the exhale. You can always rest back at natural breath whenever you need. Let's deliberately take now 3 long, slow, deep breaths, breathing in fully and completely expanding into the lungs, and then completely breathing out. Slow and deep. 3 rounds. Very good. Now let's come down onto your back with the knees bent up. Hip cradle stretch. Bring your right knee to chest. Right ankle to left thigh. Knee opened outwards. Keep those pelvises stable. Rest here or bring the left knee up over the chest, holding behind the left thigh. Just feel that nice stretch into the right buttock area. Keep the neck and shoulders easy. The breathing soft and natural. Good. Lower back down and let's swap sides. Left knee to chest first. Left ankle to right thigh. Knee opened outwards. Stay here or bring right knee up over chest, holding behind right thigh. Feel that nice soft release to left buttock area. Good. Release it back down. Both knees over chest. Hold behind the thighs. Stretch right heel to ceiling. Release. Left heel to ceiling. Release. Stretch both heels to ceiling. Lift straight to the ceiling. Pull the navels in. If comfortable, take the arms overhead to the floor. Stretch out through the hands. Stretch up through the heels. Lengthen. Good. Return knees to chest. Lower the feet to the floor. Place the hands to the lower belly. Breathe in, breathe out, and consciously draw the navel into the backbone. Repeat that a few times, just feeling that activation. In preparation for reverse curl, the first of the tummy core actions. If you have any problems doing reverse curl, stay with this. Bring the knees back up over the chest. Take the hands behind the back of the head. And without jerking, as you exhale, draw the navels in and try to peel the tailbone and sacral bone away from the floor. And then release it back down. And just repeat that a few times. Activating that lower abdomen as you do the reverse curl action. Hollowing in the tummy. You might even find you lightly activate the pelvic floor muscles.
Do you want my feet on the floor?
No. What Radhika's doing now is in the perfect place. If you're a little stronger, you could try it with the straight legs. Just that peeling of the tailbone and sacral bone up off the ground, using that tummy muscle action. When you've done about 10, return knees to chest. Take the arms out to the side like a T position, out wide. Using your waist muscles, begin to roll the knees from side to side. Taking it towards the floor, slowly as you exhale. Bring it up to the inhale. Do that nice side to side rotation. Feeling the work of the waist. You can have the knees more in, or you can have the knees more aligned with the navel and see how it compares. Those people with advanced strength and no major back issues could do this with a straight leg action. Again, we're aiming to do about 5 each side. Good. Knees to chest. Lower feet to the floor. Take a breath. Turn the palms up, draw the shoulder blades back, have the hands by the side hips. We're going into the rolling bridge. So in this action, you're going to gently peel the lower back away from the floor, coming up vertebra by vertebra, and then coming back down. The goal is to try to feel the individual segments of the spine rolling away from the floor and then rolling back down, one vertebra at a time. Just feeling that awakening and activation into the spine. Good. Now, for this next practice, we're going to make use of either a roll or a yoga block. So Radhika's got the two things there to demonstrate. If you don't have a bolster roll, a soft bolster roll, you could also use a towel roll. The size will depend on how your back feels comfort-wise. Today, Radhika's going to try with the yoga block. Placing it sideways in the thin side, she's going to put it down on the sacral bone of her pelvis, crosswise, so it feels comfortable resting that whole pelvic back area on the block. There should be no pressure on the spine. The block is not resting on the spine in any way. Then, if comfortable, stretch the legs out. Feel that openness through the front of the hips, and you can also stretch the arms up overhead, like doing a full body stretch. This action is a really nice one to relieve pressures in the spine and to help open it up, especially the lower back spine. Just breathe naturally, gently. Enjoy the sensation of the stretch. Just take a couple more breaths. And to come out of this, first bring the arms down, then bring the knees bent up. Lift the bottom slowly up and take the block away. Lowering back down. And when you're ready, gently bring both knees up over the chest, crossing the ankles, holding onto the front knees, and just lightly rock them, the knees towards and away from the chest, very slowly. Just enjoying that nice pulsing stretch into the lower back spine. Just a nice counter position to the back block stretch. Very good. Release the legs back down. Take one breath. And when you feel ready, we're going to come up to sit in seated staff practice. If you can't sit up as Radhika did, just feel free to come and roll to your side and sit up. Sitting with the legs outstretched, hands to the sides or slightly back, depending on arm length. Support yourself by drawing your shoulders and heart open. Lengthen out through the heels, engage the thigh muscles, level the chins. Be aware of activating the tummy core lightly. Now begin to point and flex the feet, making sure the feet don't roll in or outward. Keep a straight line so you get that really nice stretch through the whole of the feet. Pointing down long, 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 and then reaching up without the heels lifting up. Good. Now, bring the heels into touch, coming into cobbler posture. Knees are rolled open. If you need, you can rock your hips in a little closer. If you're very tight, you could sit on a block or cushion. Or you could keep the hands resting back behind you to give support. Otherwise, taking hold of the feet, sitting tall, and if you know the action, activate the Mula Bandha, drawing gently up the pelvic floor muscles, upward, inward, just slightly as you exhale. Just allow the knees to open outward. Good. Now let's bring the knees up together with the feet flat to the ground. Bring your chest close to the thighs and lift yourself tall. Drop the shoulders and just gently release the neck. Look up to the ceiling, then drop chin to chest and repeat. And when you've done that about 3 times, just do the same thing with head gently going from side to side 3 times. Good. Now, take the feet wider than the hips, nearly to the mat edges. Straighten the spine and try to bring your body inside the thighs. If you can, reach towards your big toes and hold. Tails go back, spines lengthen forward, and keep the hearts open as you're stretching your torso in between your thighs. Be mindful the knees don't drop out too far. Good. Come upright, bring the legs into a cross-seated position. Lengthen through the tails, lengthen through the hearts, and do a forward fold. It might be a small forward fold or a deep forward fold as Radhika is demonstrating. Just opening through the back body. Ease yourself up. Uncross the legs and do it the other way around. Then again do a little half forward fold or a full deep forward fold, according to your flexibility. Lengthening out through the spine, releasing into the hips. Good. Ease yourself up. Release the legs back out through staff. And when you feel ready, we're going to come around to tabletop, hands and knees. Knees under hips, hands more or less in line with shoulders or slightly forward. Elbows, the back of the elbows facing towards your hips. Shoulder blades wide, heads up, spines neutral. Tiger claw preparation on the right hand. Bring the tips of the fingers into the floor, just the very tops of the fingers only, gripping in as though you're trying to squeeze the mat towards each other and create a little tenting action through the palm of the hand. Feel the strength of the tiger claw. Try the second side. Good. Come back to normal position. Keep that slight tiger claw by just the fingertips pressing very lightly, and just do a little forward and back sway to activate those wrists a little bit more. As you sway forward, you may feel a bit more pressure on the wrists, and as you sway back, a little less. That strengthening action. Good. Now, sink back into child stretch. Sit bones to heels, tops of feet straight out, not feet rolled in. Walk the hands out and take your tiger claw action. Really lengthen through the arms and through the upper back. Release, come back through to tabletop into extended cat. So hearts forward, heads up, tails out. Just cat. Just the extended cat. Open that chest. Draw your shoulder blades and elbows slightly back to help give you that stretch. Return back through child stretch. Pull the navels back. You can repeat the same, or this time draw yourself through to half upward facing dog. Watch the shoulders don't hunch, keep them drawn back and the hearts open. Be mindful of not compressing into the lower back. Try to lengthen out. Good. Release back through to tabletop. Now we're going to do a variation of child stretch called elephant sway posture. In this action, you're going to sway the pelvises to the right and sink back towards the heels, come through midline, sway out to the left a little bit, and come forward, up towards tabletop. And repeat. So sway to right, through midline, out to left, and towards tabletop. And one more time. Trying to get that lateral move through the spine. Let's reverse it. Go back to the left, through the midline, out to the right, and back towards tabletop. 3 times total. Just really enjoy that nice releasing sideways movement through the lower back spine. Once you've finished your 3, return through to your tabletop. Extend the right leg back behind you. We're going to prepare to step forward. So we're going to do that right foot forward to your mat front corner. Walk it forward if you need. Bring the hands to the inside of your leg. Come up into tiger claws. So up on those fingers. Lift the hearts open, looking forward, and drop the pelvis slightly down and forward. Now, keep the keep the left hand planted and bring the right hand onto your right thigh and twist the torso to the right. Keep the heart open, spine extended. Arm revolve. Step back. And try second side. Step through left side. Tiger claws action, lifting up, open those hearts and chests. Now take it into the twist, the revolve, turning to the left. Keep the upper back extended, heart open. Release. Step it back. Take the hands just slightly forward of shoulders. Extend one foot back, toes under. Push to the floor, pull the navels in, level one plank, or take the other foot back, full plank. Keep that navel hollowed up. There should be no compression on lower back spines. You've got to keep that hollow. Good. If you feel comfortable now, hollow the tummy in a little more, lift the tails to the sky, bend the knees slightly, stretch it back into downward facing dog. Lengthen out through the arms, palms flat, slight tiger fingers. Lengthen the crowns to the palms. Open the upper back. Pull the navels in, lower back maybe just slightly rounded. And rest out through the heels as you can. Return forward slowly to tabletop. Preparing for 3 options of arm balance, the single arm balance. So level 1, take the weight onto the left hand, stretch the right foot back, turn the body so the right foot flat to the floor, and lift that right arm to the sky if comfortable. Make sure your arm is firmly supported in the socket and elbow off lock. Level 1 stretch. Level 2 option. So stay where you are and take level 2 option. Radhika's going to take the left foot back on balancing on the outside edge of the foot. And she's going to step the right foot halfway forward with the foot facing forward to give support. Press the left outside edge down to lift your pelvis up for level 2. Level 3, she takes her right foot and places it on top of her left. Good. Returning back through to tabletop or plank and take the second side. So level 1, level 2, level 3. Try to keep a straight line from feet to pelvis to shoulders and head. Pelvis is up. Good. Release back. If required, you can always leave the optional arm balance out. Okay, now from down dog, we're going to walk your hands back to your feet. Have the feet hip width apart, knees may be bent. So deliberately bend the knees a little. Lift the chest up halfway, hands resting maybe on legs. Extend the spine a little bit. Then as you exhale, draw the navel in and come into forward fold. If you're unable to do forward fold, just do knee bend option, which is basically keep the knees bent and the head's looking more forward. To come out of forward bend, bend the knees, lift the hearts, lift the heads, and bring yourself up slowly to stand. Making any little adjustments you need. And then Radhika's just going to position herself in the mat facing forward, just so we can show these next standing practices. In easy mountain, feet hip width apart, knees off lock, pelvis is in line with ankles, shoulders in line with pelvises, ears in line with shoulders, chins level. Palms forward, lifting tall, breathing in and out naturally. We're going to interlock the fingers and reach the palms overhead into palm press mountain. Reach long and up, ground the heels down, and take half moon to right. Stretch up and away. Keep the heart open, breathe and stretch. Bring yourself back up to mountain press. Reach the arms out to the side and lower them down with wrist stretch, and bring the hands behind with the same interlock behind your back. Reach the hands away. Radhika can turn side on to demonstrate. And without the shoulders popping forward, try to reach the arms up and back as far as they'll go. But keep the chest open, so there's no rounding of the shoulders. Keep the tummies firm. Good. Release, and we do the other side. So we're going to now interlock the fingers the second way with the second thumb indexes on top. Take palm press mountain. Reach up. Press heels down. Lengthen and half moon left. Reach up and away, lengthening the sides. Feel the energy flow with these side bends. Come back up slowly to palm press. Reach out and down with the arms. Bring them behind in the second interlock behind your back. And stretch back and away without rounding forward. Stretching those front shoulders. Good. Softly release. Preparing for warrior number 1. So we're going to step towards your mat top. Feet are still in easy mountain, hip width apart. Bend the knees and step the right foot back for warrior. Heel flat, toes slight turn out. Front knee is bent over the ankle. Back leg is straight and strong and pelvis is face forward. Raise the arms up and interlock the hands behind the back of the head. Bring elbows slightly in and lift the breastbone skyward. Feel the back bend. Keep the weight forward on the front leg. From here, if comfortable, reach the arms upward to the sky. Return back slowly. Straighten the front knee, bring hands onto the pelvises. Navel's in, keep the breastbones open, and do a halfway forward fold from the hips. Stage 1 is to stay here, hands supported on pelvis or thigh. Stage 2, aligning chest to thigh, is to come a little forward with hands coming towards leg. or hands coming to the top of the foot. Work to feel the stretch into the front leg hamstring. Let the front knee bend. Bring your body upright using the strength of the thigh. Incline the body halfway forward, straight line. Place the right hand to the left thigh, the left hand to the lower back, and revolve the body to look back to the left. This is stage 1. If you want to take stage 2, incline the body a little deeper, stretch the back leg further back behind you with the heel lifted, and bring the elbows to the outside of the thigh with the palms positioned in prayer position in the midline, lining with the breastbone. Unrevolve the twist, get your balance and step back in. Take a breath, and then we'll swap sides. Warrior 1, left side back, front knee bent, strong and stable, back leg strong and powerful, pelvis is forward, heart's lifted. Bring the hands up behind the back head, elbows in. Gently open, and if okay, reach up and out. Keep the weight slightly forward. Always be mindful of not jamming the lower back spine. It's a lift of the breastbone, not a bend of the lower back. Bring hands slowly down. Allow the front knee to straighten, hands to pelvises. Hearts open, tummies in. Halfway forward fold from the hips, sideways extension stretch, level 1. Stay here or hands on thighs, or align the hearts towards the center of the thigh and reach down to the leg or the top of the foot. Feel the stretch into the front leg hamstring. Keep weight gently even between back and front. Let the front knee bend. Use the strength to lift you up. Incline the body halfway forward. You're going to bring left hand to right thigh, right hand behind the back, and twist to the right for level 1 lunge twist. Or incline further forward, reach the other leg back, lift heel. Bring the elbow to the outside of thigh. And center the palms in palm press to the middle of the breastbone. Lengthen and open. These are great postures. They are challenging on the balance. Feel the strength through the legs. Unrevolve it. Get your balance. Step back in. Take a nice slow breath. And radical turn again to demonstrate tree. Feet are together. Knees unlocked. Take a long exhale to ground yourself. Shoulders dropped. Shift the weight to the left and bring the right heel up. Turn the leg outward and place the foot above the ankle or above the knee. If your balance is very poor, you can always hold a wall. Hands can remain low, or you could reach upward with palm press. Think of trying to lift that right pelvis using the power of the muscles in the left hip. Gaze is centered, breathing soft and gentle. Slowly release. Prepare for second side. Soft knees. Long exhale to ground. Open out and plant the foot above ankle or above knee. Lift up through that left pelvis. Hands can be low or lifted. Gaze soft, breathing gentle. Calm mind. Good. Release slowly. Now this next stretch, we're just going to make use of the wall. You can also make use of a doorway. So we'll use the doorway option when we do the deep squat, and we'll use the wall option for this, what we call the wall dog practice. So you're going to turn to face the wall, place the hands at about navel height on the wall. Step away from the wall enough distance so when you bend the body forward, your arms will be straight, the body long, and the hips aligned to the ankles. Keep the hearts open, but be conscious here. What I want you to do is slightly tuck your tail under so we're not overarching the lower back. Lengthen the tail, reach through the crown, pull the navels up and in. Feel the palms pressing towards the wall, strong. Remember, we're not trying to overarch the lower back. We're trying to slightly reduce the arch in the lower back in this posture. Slightly tucked tail. Good. Slowly come back up. So we're going to come back to the mat now. I'm going to lay down onto your tummy in preparation for a back and a thigh stretch. Starting crocodile. Soften the back. If you want to do crawling crocodile variation, you could try that. Basically, you'd have your position like you're doing tree. Right foot in the left thigh and try to get your front pelvis as flat as you can. You could try left side. It's a nice soft release for the hip. Coming back to normal crocodile position for the back action. So knees are wider than the hips. The knees are bent up with the inside of the feet touching. Thinking of the lower back muscles, you may not actually get much lift here, but just think as though you're going to try to lift your knees up off the floor. It's just a small movement. As you do that little lift, you just feel those muscles engaging just slightly into the lower back spine. Good. It's like a variation of locust. Good. Rest the legs back out. Take a short pause. And now for thigh stretch, I'm going to get you to bring your right knee bent up, take hold of the ankle. Stage one is just trying to bring heel to buttock, knees aligned. Stage two, you could prop up onto your left forearm. So there's a little more back extension. You could try to hold the top of the foot and draw the foot in. So it just gets the thigh with a little bit more foot stretch. Good, let's swap sides. So stage one, or stage 2. Good, and release. One breath. And then when you're ready, press up to hands and knees. If required, do a little gentle counter cat. Come back to seated position. We're going to have start like staff position, legs out. We're going to have the right knee bent up. If you want, it could be crossed over. And we're going to do a reverse twist. So rather than bending towards the right knee, we're going to bend away from it. So you're going to take the hand on the outside of the thigh, so the other way.
Inside of the thigh.
Now, keep the back extended, hearts open, and think of revolving from the navel and waist up and up, outward. Good. Now, twist back to the conventional way, twisting now towards your right. Notice the difference in how the two stretches felt. And release. Second side. It can be crossed or uncrossed. And think of pivoting up and outward from the navel, rotating up in a spiral. Then release it back into the conventional way. And release. Stretch the legs back out. Bring the knees bent up. Feet about hip width. Hands behind, palms can face back or forward according to how it feels best for you. Level 1, just lift the heart. Level 2, heart open, lift the tail off the ground. Level 3, come right up into reverse tabletop. Variation of Eastern stretch. Good. Slowly release down. Loosen out the wrists. I'm going to finish with one little nice opening of the upper back spine. Very mobile people could use a yoga block, but a lot might prefer to use the bolster in this situation. So radical grab hold of the bolster. We're going to position the bolster when you lay back so it's just below the shoulder blades in the upper back spine. How high a bolster you use or position you use depends on your flexibility. It wants to feel as though your heart and breastbone is expansive and open. If comfortable, legs can be out. More stretch with arms up overhead. Easy breathing. As I said, if you have more mobile spines, you could use a block either in the low or mid-height position. It's all about feeling comfortable and in control. One more breath. To come off the roll, return the arms down, bring the knees slowly bent up. Roll gently to one side, easing off the roll. Place it away from you, then come onto your backs. Return to full body stretch position. Take palm press full body stretch. We're just going to do a little under action here, so I'm going to get you to breathe in. Then breathe all the way out, pull the navel in and up. Relax, breathe in. Breathe out fully and pull the navel in and up, number 2. One more time. Breathing in. Breathing out, draw that navel in and up. Release, relax, relax the arms. Just let everything settle. Feet a little apart. Arms where comfortable to the sides, palms up if appropriate. Support the back head if needed. You could roll the mat under. Use the support if necessary. We want to just have it so that the chin is slightly in. Take 3 hard breaths, breathing in and breathing all the way out. And again, just completely letting go. Surrender to the floor. Let all tensions dissolve. Softness in toes, fingers. Softness along the spine. Softness to the jaw, the face. Softness to the heart and belly. Natural breath. Just rest here with the attitude of doing nothing. In this moment, there's nothing to do. If you want, you could continue to relax here for as long as you like. Otherwise, when you're ready, knees come up. Gently breathe in. Do a little rock to release the spine. Roll to one side slowly and ease yourself up. Sitting gently, take a breath in and out. Then we'll bring our palms together at the heart. Namaste, once again from James and Radhika at Yoga Plus Therapy. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you liked it, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanking you.